the only thing that can break a marriage should just be probably domestic violence.
That's it.
Any other thing, if the guy sleep from morning to today, just learn to tolerate the kind of person he is.
Hey, this is a very
I don't.
It's part of domestic. Any kind of abuse, yeah.
No, I don't. Hey guys, welcome back to Tea Talks with Tolu. I'm here with lovely, beautiful ladies, and today we're just going to be having a chit chat, just general, nice chit chat about relationships, about dating. So I hope you enjoy. What was the best date you've ever had? Anyone who's going to go for that? Tell me, do you want to go for that one? What's the best?
I'm in the desert, you know. I can't remember. I just don't remember. That's the truth. It's been a long time. And actually, as a single person, navigating, like getting to know people is just long.
Yeah.
It's quite tiring.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gotten more difficult? Because I would have thought, okay, maybe because I met my partner 11 years ago, so it's a completely different time. I would think this time it's easier, obviously, with internet, with dating apps, with the fact that you can go out to meet people, like, and you know, ideologies are completely.
COVID.
Sorry, COVID. You can't go out to meet people with COVID.
Can you?
You can't go out to meet people with COVID. Okay, but you get what I mean. Like, times are different now. People are more open to meeting people. I would have thought it's easier, but from your opinion,
I think it's easier depending on what you want.
Okay.
Because yes, there's the internet, there's this, there's that, but I feel as I've gotten older, what I'm looking for changes.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't really have time that I might have had 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
so that it smallens the pool of men that are available, because especially if you know what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't know what you want and you're just dating
Dipping
with a
in and out.
purpose.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're not dating with a purpose, then yeah, it might be easier. But if you're dating with a purpose and the intent is to marry, and you know what you want in that life partner, then yeah, it's a bit difficult. In my opinion, it might not be for everybody else, but
As you grow older, the specifications, or how would I say, what you want in a marriage gets really.
And I come in that I was saying to Ayos like some years ago, I was like, I married at 24. Now, so now I've grown older. Yeah. So if I'm just going to get married now, there's some things the man must do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
I know how difficult it is when ladies are going to that age.
Yes.
You know when you're 24, you're like a baby. You just come out
Yeah.
from school and the man is like your dad. So
Yeah.
it goes without you, but when you grow, that's I understand that dating like can be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I see what you mean. Like, there are things I see now, and I'm like,
past that age.
and I see it now, and I'm like, yeah. If I were actually just looking now, there's some things I would not take.
I also say, like, coming from where we are, when you get to a certain age in Nigeria, there's this pressure there whereby you just accept some things.
Yeah, just
even if it doesn't tick some of the boxes, like since it's your boyfriend, just say you have to marry him.
He's ready. Yeah, what's left? Yeah,
so
he wants to marry you.
But right now, we like people of nowadays, they don't want to bow to pressure.
I don't think that aspect of it changes because you're in Nigeria, because my parents are Nigerian and it's still very much the same. Like, I think that now they're worried. Now they're worried. They're even trying to hook me up with some brothers in knives. So that's correct. I feel like that pressure is still very much there because of our culture. Like, the culture doesn't change if you go anywhere else in the world.
True.
The culture is still very much there. And but also what I was going to add is that I think like a lot of women now have a lot that they want to achieve.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Kind of
nowadays they don't bow to pressure.
So in terms of still searching or dating, for people in a relationship, what would you think is the best advice now? I think maybe in a way for maybe me and you, our advice might be outdated. However, I think it probably could still apply. I don't know. But in terms of people that are in a relationship now, married, dating, what is your advice? What advice would you give?
I would advise the single people how best to take their time all the time in the world. Because obviously
The whole time in the world. Tell that to my mom.
literally. Because when they find themselves in a relationship, it can be so different and so difficult from when they used to be single. Because a lot of things are changing, and things that they are just going to adjust to, and they might find it really well. And sometimes I look back and I feel like I should have taken more time. You know, I should have enjoyed properly, and not that I didn't really enjoy, but you get what I mean. But just take like a little bit of time, because I believe every single day your relationship or your marriage is not the same.
I was gonna say, even if you take the whole of your time, if you marry the guy, there are still some things that you be like, are you this kind of person? Like, where did this person come from? Like,
I think it changes with I don't know, because sometimes, you know, when you're single, it's not even about taking time. You can marry at 35 and break up at 37. Definitely. Because taking the whole of time doesn't work. I've seen people that will marry this. I see 2 months old marriage. So if you're single and you want to get married, what I would say is, please make sure that the guy you want to be with, number one, I'm a strong believer of prayer. Seek God's face. So that's what I would say. If you're single and you're ready to go, please, because this is how I do it. If myself and my husband are having issues, I just go to God and say, God, you told me to marry this man. What is going on? Speak to me. Because that's the confidence that I have. So to the single, I'll just say, it might sound like, oh, it doesn't work, but it works for men. I know it works for a lot of people. And when you go into, even if God says yes, it's still a lot of work. You just have to keep doing the work like every day. Like if you're single and you're looking for someone out there, be sure you know the person, spend a lot of time together.
You can't know the person.
But this is the thing, no matter how many time you spend,
but do
much
you think guys feel
like
like
I said,
women as well?
Like I said, like
I think I have to, because even in your friendship, people change, and you're like, I don't know, and also life changes people.
And age
Situations that what I observe from people that I know that are married or in relationships, especially ones with children, I think men have a self-centered nature. And I think that's whereas women are self-less.
I always want you to sacrifice more.
Yes. 100%.
You said it all. You captured everything.
Don't you think, in the first place, if you have a man that is not as considerate as you are being, is it worth staying with that person then?
I wouldn't use the word it is not worth staying, because if they've got kids together,
it's gonna be difficult.
Exactly. Because you look at the things surrounding the children, the upbringing of the children. When you look at most children in this country misbehaving or going astray, it's broken down. So if you can just do that, if you can
like
just
I said,
sacrifice.
the only thing that can break a marriage should just be probably domestic violence.
That's it.
Any other thing, if the guy sleeps from one to today, just learn to tolerate the kind of person he is.
Hey, this is a very this it's part of domestic.
Any kind of abuse, if your husband is this kind of person, like he's a laid back person, and you now say that's the reason why you want to leave your home, it's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. You're not happy, you're not happy.
Exactly. I think
because people have different tolerance levels. So you might be able to tolerate that, and the next person might
not.
But then again, you have children, so what do you do in that?
I feel like it's not an excuse, because I feel like if you're in a home and you're not happy, your children are not going to benefit from the home, because all you're showing them is unhappiness and just endurance. So like if your husband is a type that doesn't stay at home, so weekends he's off, Monday to Friday he's at work, Saturday, Sunday he's off, and he comes at 1 a.m, he's gone out with his friends, he doesn't spend time. Exactly.
Anyway, so I would advise, just separate. If you don't want to do it, you can separate and think about it together.
No, I think you guys should communicate about it first.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
you
yes.
can't just say
Definitely,
separate.
of course,
It's when you see that it doesn't change,
Yes,
it doesn't make
yes,
a change, or
yes.
it's not even reducing the hours of him going out.
Definitely.
He's not making an attempt to do something. Then yes, he's not ready to stay.
So
in
in
marriage.
that sense, even if kids are involved, do you think it's enough reason?
Yeah, exactly. If
to
you're not
walk
happy,
away?
exactly,
If
because
it doesn't-
mentally it will affect you.
Yeah, if it doesn't, and the most
And again, you start putting that anger on
On
the
the
children.
children. Exactly.
The most common abuse
Exactly.
that
And
people,
also
that
the
people
children
ignore.
start learning that behaviour.
Exactly.
So when they're looking for life partners themselves,
Exactly.
they're like, oh,
Exactly.
my mum or dad tolerated this.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to tolerate
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So apart from ourselves, we owe it to our children
Yep.
to create an environment where
Yeah.
they can learn as well.
And I
Learn
think-
what a good relationship looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the emotional abuse thing is the one people tend to overlook.
Yes.
And that's one, to me personally, I think is the most deadly.
Yes.
Because that is not physical. Even when you are telling people, maybe your friends,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won't
don't
understand. It will just
And
be
they
like,
just look
oh,
at you like-
because you said you're not fine.
Exactly.
And I ask you, you married lot actually, what do you guys and what do your husbands think about counselling?
Marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Nigerian men.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you say men are different from Nigerian men.
So
They're not
they
that
weren't
Because
species.
you're married to Nigerian men, so I speak for Nigerian men. I don't know about the tribes or other countries.
No, specifically Nigerian men.
Nigerian, I've never gone for counseling.
But and it's out though, to be
It
honest.
definitely
It's good,
does.
but they see it as time wasted.
Yeah, or like,
For my own kind of
are
guy,
you
I
trying
can
to...
tell you, do you want to tell me the pastor is better than me?
Yeah,
Do you know what
exactly.
that's about?
Exactly.
Do you know what? Do you know what they are facing in their
Exactly.
own life?
And
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's not just
No, but it's
you
the
don't
word.
have to have to counsel.
Like I said, like you said,
Yeah.
Yeah,
me,
there are some people that are
to me, I feel like
that they're
counseling.
not pastors. You're right though.
I feel like counseling, how would I put it now, helped a bit, because there are sometimes my husband does some things and it goes back to the counseling, like what we've heard and what they've taught us. Like there was one time they talked about compromising. So if I'm doing something wrong and it'll be like, oh, do you know when we did counseling and this was an example like that, you get. So sometimes you refer back to it, and sometimes again at some point in our marriage it was like, oh, do you think we should seek a counselor?
Yeah.
So like he is that kind of person that is open
I respect that, man.
to other people's advice.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys,
good.
yeah, so yeah.
And it's even better to consult a counselor than speak to family.
Yeah,
Or
definitely, 100%. Yeah,
To
definitely.
be fair, I should not be fair. I think it's true. What she said now reminded me of the time. I think we need to register for counseling.
It's better.
I think we were adjusting to a new kind of lifestyle. Like, and it's like, don't you think we should see someone that knows about marriage? And do we actually need
Yeah, because
counseling?
even
I
for-
think on my
Well,
own-
so it was you.
So it was you this time. So you were the Nigerian man. You were the Nigerian man in the relationship.
I will adjust if you say something we don't want. I will adjust and I'm like, okay, so.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like you said, when he brought up the fact that, oh, we should go for counseling, and I'm like, let's try and work on it and see if it's gonna change. And with time, we said that we adjusting how we can work on it, and yeah. So sometimes your counselor
There
is.
is no perfect marriage.
No, there isn't.
People
And
that used to say, oh, I like that couple. Don't
yeah, I think gradually people are starting to learn now. With when they see online, and then 2 years later they see entanglements, and they see entanglements going on.
So thank you so much for watching, guys. This is part 1. Part 2 will be coming next week, and we will be having more discussions about again, dating, long distance relationships, and speaking to people who actually have experience with long distance relationship. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment, please. Thank you.